PressCorps Radio and its corresponding affiliates take pride in presenting me, Dr. Oliver Brolan Ponsonby, Esquire, your host for the Cadmium Stage of the Skies. Great drama for a great new medium. Called to duty or trapped in a conspiracy, Mr. Langley is about to delve deeper into the horrors, the terrors, and the oddities of this strange new world. In high-fidelity audio, this is Bureau of Occult Warfare, Episode 2, written, edited, and voiced by Commander Rod of the Roughnecks.
All right now, Mr. Langley, come along.
Where are you taking me?
We're taking you to Velimisea. Our ship is about to set sail.
You do understand that if I set foot in Velimisea, they'll kill me, right?
You don't have to worry about that. How do you think we survived getting into the Sivish High Command? We have our ways here in the Bureau.
Yes, we do indeed. Now, Director Ablach, please take Mr. Langley to the experimental area of the Ars Arcanium, if you will.
Right away, sir. This way, Langley.
All right, fine. Is this guy coming too?
Yes. This is Inquisitor Jamon.
It is a pleasure to properly meet you, Mr. Langley. I would apologize, but I never apologize for what's better for the bureaucracy.
I didn't think I could like you any less, but you're starting to make it possible somehow.
Now, boys, play nice. Now, beyond these doors is the experimental division of the Ars Arcanium. Be advised, the things you're about to see are quite unusual.
After what I've seen, I doubt it. What in the world?
Do we need a bag for Mr. Langley?
No, I don't think that will be necessary.
What the hell is that thing?
Hey, step away from the windows, all right? Morrow's fucking sword. Is this the new guy?
Dr. Milan, very good to see you.
Yeah, very good to see you too, Director. I don't have time for pleasantries. Who the fuck is this guy?
This is our newest agent, Alexander Langley. He's the one that survived the Island of the Dead Harvest.
Oh, shit. You're the guy? Wow.
What?
I would have expected someone a little stronger than you.
Yeah, eat shit, pal.
Yeah, I like this kid. All right, listen up. Welcome to the Research Division of the Ars Arcanium. I'm Dr. Milan, and I'm gonna be your superior whenever you're fucking down here, all right? So don't fucking touch the windows. Now, when it comes to finding the Dead Harvest, there's a few different things you have to keep in mind.
All right, I'm a fast learner, okay? Just show me what it is you want me to see.
I'm telling you, sir, he's gonna need a bag.
All right, cool. Follow me. All right, down this corridor here to the right side, you're going to be seeing a couple of different specimens that constitute the Dead Harvest. The first one to your right is a drone.
Son of a bitch. These are the ones that attacked us.
Yeah, I expected as much. You didn't have a lot of people in the island, which means that the drones didn't have enough nourishment to evolve into the next part.
Nourishment? You fucking talking about my men here.
Your men that are fucking dead, all right?
Son of a bitch!
Agent Langley, may I remind you that this man is your superior?
All right, fine. But I'm telling you, asshole, you keep talking about my men like they're just food, and we're gonna have a big problem here.
Dr. Milan, do consider his feelings on the matter.
All right, fine, jeez. All right, so, whenever a drone feeds enough, where they're taking up food for the hive. There's another type of mutation that happens on the dead harvested specimens. And that is this one. A warrior. Now, the warrior is way faster and stronger than its drone counterparts. They're made for fighting. They can survive a direct HE round from a mortar. I can imagine what it does with someone wielding a storm rifle. Now, the third step of the evolutionary ladder is something we call the hunter. All right? Now, here's the thing about the hunter. It didn't used to show up a lot because the island itself doesn't contain many sulfur nodes. But the second that we started bringing in grenades and that other kind of stuff, we started seeing more of these popping up. Once they consume enough sulfur and all otherwise explosive materials, they begin popping up. The hunter utilizes its sulfur-rich insides in order to poison its enemies. It can create a cloud of gas similar to a gas grenade. And if you don't have a gas mask, well, I'm sure you can tell me exactly what happens to someone when they're exposed to that.
Yeah, in gruesome detail.
Those are my favorite kinds of details. All right, now for the fourth part, and brace yourself, because this one's a little bit of a doozy. When a warrior eats enough sulfur, it turns into a hunter. But if a drone eats enough sulfur, it turns into something else entirely. This is known as a Goliath.
Holy fuck! How do you get that thing in here?
Through decades of experimentation, we have found out that the Goliath remains docile without prey in his line of sight. Which is why the glass is only transparent on our side. It is mirrored on his.
And if you could see us?
It wouldn't be a good idea.
Yeah, not a fucking good idea, okay? So let's not fucking talk about that. All right, now for the final step of the evolutionary ladder. This is known as a behemoth.
Callahan's beard. What the fuck is this thing?
I just fucking told you it's a Goliath.
No, yeah, I got that. But how is it that big? It's huge.
Yeah, we get it. On the count that we have eyes, we can see it.
No, but how does this even happen?
Well, it happens as simple as this. Lightning bolt. Strikes him, and then the mutation goes insane. Just turns into a fucking blob that eats anything.
A lightning bolt. And you expect me to believe that?
Believe whatever the fuck you want. I'm the scientist here. All right, that concludes your introduction to the Dead Harvest members. And that's all you need to know for now. All right, get the fuck out of my office.
This is your office?
This entire floor is my office. Fuck off.
All right, fine. All right, Director, where do we go from here?
From here, we are going to meet your fellow agents for this incursion against the Dead Harvest.
Fellow agents?
You didn't think you would be going in yourself, would you?
I was kind of looking forward to it, but now that you mention it, it wouldn't be a good idea.
No, it would not be a good idea. But, Director, do you think it's time we talk to him about his current condition?
My current condition? What is he talking about?
Mr. Langley, let me ask you a question. When you blacked out on that island, what happened right before?
Well, that's easy. The shells from the gunboats fell onto the church.
Right. And you are aware that we were the ones who found you in the middle of the rubble?
Yeah, I imagined. Either you or the people in the Valiant gunboats.
Right. You see, Mr. Langley, when we found you in the middle of the rubble, we found you in the middle of a crater.
A crater?
Yes. More specifically, an artillery-created crater from an explosive round.
Okay.
Mr. Langley, you had an artillery shell sticking out of you.
What?
It was sticking out of your chest. It hit you square on the chest.
But that's impossible.
We thought so too. However, the facts are clear, and we will test them.
You're gonna test them how? You're gonna test them... Oh, fuck! You shot me!
Yes, and you are still alive.
You fucking shot me!
Yes. Would you like to highlight that fact once more?
How the fuck am I still alive?
That is exactly what we were wondering.
So it's true. I took a fucking shell to the chest and I'm still alive?
Yes. There's a reason as to why you were sent to that island.
What are you talking about?
Seavish High Command caught wind of a soldier who would not die no matter what. His medical reports indicated that he had been shot several times, exploded, inhaled sulfuric gas, and still managed to continue fighting.
You're talking about me?
Yes. Your medical exams do not lie. Nothing can kill you. Nothing that we know of, at least.
So they sent me to that island to test me?
That is what we believe, yes.
Son of a bitch. They knew, and they sent my men with me. Why?
A super soldier can turn the tide of the war.
Fucking assholes.
Mr. Langley, we here at the Bureau are not with Siva or with Valley Masaya, but we have pull in both governments. We act in the dark to protect the light that bathes this world, to protect the ignorance of common people, people that deserve to live in peace.
So why aren't you stopping the war?
Because that is not our place. We protect those against the things they would never be able to fight. War is their business.
I'm done fighting for Siva.
As I thought you would.
Are you willing to become a part of the Bureau now?
Yeah. Whatever it takes. I can't let anyone else fall into this curse.
People like you will continue to pop around the world. All of your fellow squad members, the ones that we are about to meet, were recruited under the same unusual circumstances as you. And given your leadership history, we wanted you to be the leader of Manticore Squadron, the Bureau's first and foremost combat unit.
All right. I accept. Off to Valley, then.
Off to Valley, Agent Langley.
This has been Bureau of Occult Warfare Episode 2. Written, directed, and voiced by Commander Rod of the Roughnecks. Join me, Dr. Oliver Brolan Ponsonby Esquire, next time we receive enough funding for the Cadmium Stage of the Sky. Fuck, wait, I got it, let me drink it. I can drink it off the ground. Don't stop me. I can drink it